Hello, dear friends. Welcome back. This is Domas out in a snowy Lithuanian forest. I was just having a walk with a friend and talking about making music and stuff. The last couple of days I've lost my voice, so it's been interesting not being able to speak properly, and I was thinking it seems like my voice is changing, so I know that voice is also a creative chakra expression. So I'm thinking, what is it, what is blocking my voice path, whatever I'm doing with my voice. It's even hard to breathe, so I'm thinking maybe it's some coronavirus or flu. But I don't feel sick, I don't have temperature. It's just a bit hard to breathe and lost my voice. But it's coming back, and I'm thinking because I'm having, always when I'm creating something, always having like doubts and worries and everything, and I'm very unsure of what I'm doing. But I was just talking to a friend, and he was like, you gotta put yourself in a state of, I'm the best, I'm the shit, I'm the whatever, like I'm doing my best. And I think that can be applied to life as well. You're doing your best, always. I mean, always, of course, you can try harder, but when you've tried hard before and you hit the wall, you're thinking, maybe I'm trying the wrong things, maybe I'm not where I'm supposed to be at. So then you want to slow down. Like, at least I slow down, and things start to fall into place in a way. Things find their own path, like creativity finds its own path. You just need to let it flow. You just need to be there. You just need to show up. And sometimes that's all you need, is to show up. All of a sudden you see how you grab a pen, pencil, start writing shit down, start, arranging notes or colors or sentences, or even how the day goes. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like getting up today, so you feel like, I can't do this. But then all of a sudden, in a sporadic moment, kind of in a spontaneous moment, you just get up. And I caught myself a few times in that moment, and I was like, wait a minute, it's not like I wanted to stand up, it's not like I wanted to get up, but something inside me went and pulled me up, and something inside you goes and writes stuff down, something inside you goes and starts making food, something inside you just sort of bursts out. And it's almost not even your decision, It's almost like, I don't know, it's some other entity, going through you. It's what I think people called back in the day the genius. Because everybody can have a genius, or whether they use that genius in order to create something, or we're all creators. We're all creating our lives. We're all creating our surroundings in a way. We're all part of the collective creative endeavors, and also personal ones, I think. Like, we have our own projects that we're working on, and then collectively we're all creating this world. And I think when people don't take responsibility for that, that's when things start turning chaotic. But yeah, a lot of doubts. I don't know how you're feeling, but a lot of doubts recently. I know that I'm always doubting myself, but I got to turn it around and make it a power, you know. And I think you need to doubt yourself, because when you're doubting yourself whether or not you can do something, there's only one way to find that out, is to try it. And if you're not doubting yourself, you might be like, well, I'm good at that stuff anyway, so I don't even need to try. I know I'm going to succeed, so I don't even need to do it. So it's like cockiness. It's, in a way, it's like pride, or yeah, something like that. So I think if you're doubting yourself, you're I wouldn't say humble human being, but you're considerate human being. Like, you're somebody that weighs up their options and is a thinking human being, you know, somebody that contemplates and doesn't just jump into the first conclusion without first weighing up the options. So I think it's important, and I need to listen to my own advice here too, because just this morning I was having a chat with a friend, and she was really inspiring, and I could feel just myself just feeling like really down, because I was like almost comparing myself to her, and in her own head she does the same thing what I do, even though she's kind of like more accomplished in her life, in her dreams and her goals. And also she said a thing about artists, that, you know, it's one of those professions that you're in constant failure mode. You know, you're constantly failing. You're not painting, you're failing. You're painting, you're failing. You know, so it's like, it's a tough road to take, and not everybody can go on that road. Not everyone's an artist, but everyone's a creator, I think. I think we're all supposed to be creating in this world. Whether it's good things or bad things is something that we all do. We create conversations with people. We create our own emotions. We feel a certain way. There's a reason why we feel a certain way. And I think it's important to dig deep and find those things out and kind of lay it on the table. And one of the good ways to do it is to make something, create something, because your inner self, your inner child, your inner being sometimes knows better how to express himself or herself. They know better what's going on with your inner world than your conscious mind, you know. And not sometimes, probably most of the time it knows better. So trust that inner child, trust that inner instinct that you have, because it doesn't lie. And maybe sometimes the noise around you is blocking everything, you know. And if it's blocking you from feeling what your inner self is telling you, then it's important to take a step back and digest and feel yourself, feel how you really feel. Because I think a lot of the times we're just covering up the tracks where we want to be somebody else than what we really are. And what we really are, we are, you know. We don't need to try to be that. We don't need to try to be somebody else. We need to embody what we already are. And I think that was the main topics of our chat this morning with a friend of mine. And I'm grateful to her, and I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful for you being here and supporting this channel, being on this journey together, being a part of it. Because without you, there wouldn't be no me. You watching this adds to more motivation to do these videos and keep going. So I'm infinitely grateful to all of you. I see you. So hope you're having a nice day, morning, evening, nighttime. Hope you're taking care of your surroundings. Hope you're taking care of yourself, because that's the most important character in your play. Don't forget about that person. You might be confused, you might be sick, you might be happy, you might be surprised, you might feel any kind of way, but just be aware of how you're feeling and feel it, and it will come to pass, and you will feel great again. So lots of love to you guys. Take care and peace.